In this lesson, we are going to be examining the steps to creating your financial forecast, and we are also going to be looking at the importance of pro forma statements in your business. Now let's talk about financial forecast. Financial forecasts help you understand the steps you need to take and the numbers you need to hit to make growth happen for your business. A financial forecast tries to predict what your business will look like financially in the future. So remember the banking illustration that I just gave. So you can see that you've made the forecast. Okay, we want to reduce costs. So these are the things that we need to do so that we will be able to hit the same profit, and as a matter of fact, make more profit without reducing the quality and without hiring more staff. So this is what financial forecast helps you to do. So steps to creating your financial forecast. Gather your records through proper record keeping. For you to be able to do forecast, or for you to be able to create any kind of financial forecast, you need data. You need your data. The way you have data or create data is by keeping records. Then you make a decision on how you will make your forecast. How will you make your forecast? There are two basic ways you can make your forecast. One, you can rely on historical data, or you can go into the market and conduct fresh research. As a matter of fact, then you can combine both historical data and your research. That's research-based strategy. So the one that is more powerful when it comes to investment or investors, attracting investors, is the research-based method. Because when you are relying on historical data, you are only relying on your past performance. You have not gone to the market to check, to make your analysis and find out if there are new threats, there are new opportunities. So you must conduct your research to know what's happening in the marketplace. That in that way you'll be able to do a more accurate, or prepare or create a more accurate forecast. So then the third step is to create pro forma statements. What is a pro forma statement? These are just like the financial statements you use each month to see how your business is performing. The only difference is that you prepare pro forma statements in advance for future months, years. The key pro forma statements every entrepreneur should be familiar with are: 1, the income statement; 2, the cash flow statement; and 3, the balance sheet. So let's quickly look at the income statement. The pro forma income statement shows you how much you can expect to earn and how much you can expect to spend in the time ahead. On the left side, you can see a sample of an income statement. You can study this sample to see the components of an income statement. You have operating income, other income and expenses. So you can just take your time to study this sample, and you can also use this sample to prepare your own income statement. Then the cash flow statement. The pro forma cash flow statement shows you the probable amount of cash inflows and outflows expected in future periods for a specific duration of time. If you look on the left side, you can see another sample. You can go through it and use it in your own business. So the balance sheet. The pro forma balance sheet is a tabulation of future projections and can help your business manage your assets now for better results in the future. Still on the left side, you can see a sample. You can use this sample, go through it, see the components of the balance sheet. And if you go to Google, these samples, we took it from Google. If you go to Google, you will find several templates there that you can use in your business. So you can, in your spare time, go to Google, go through the different templates, find the template that works for you or that you can use. There are simpler templates there. But on second thought, just get an accountant. Get an accountant to work with. so that you can focus on the main thing. Remember that an entrepreneur is someone who does not only work hard but work smart. And one of the ways you work smart is to look for people who are competent in certain areas of your business that are not so strong, and let them just handle it so that you can focus on your strengths. Tomorrow we are going to talk about how you can outsource your weaknesses and focus on your strengths, outsource your weaknesses. Okay, so quickly, why forecast? Why? What is important? There are three basic importance. That we have identified. So one is, the more robust your forecast, the better you will be able to plan the future of your business and think on your feet. Imagine if there's an opportunity for you to procure a particular equipment, but because you are not sure if you will have made enough money, but at a certain period of time, you cannot confidently procure that equipment and tell the seller that by this time I'll be able to pay you. But if you've done your forecast, you know that this income is coming at this time, so you can accurately tell the seller that I'm going to pay you at this particular time. I would have had enough funds to pay you at this particular time. You won't have that confidence, and you can lose that opportunity because maybe the equipment is being sold for lower than it's usually sold, but you don't have the confidence to buy it because you have not done your forecast. You don't know if you will have made enough money to be able to pay. So number 2, you will impress investors and lenders by proving you've considered almost every possible outcome. There is nothing that builds an investor's confidence than the confidence of the entrepreneur that he wants to invest his money with. And one way you can boost your confidence as an entrepreneur is to have done your research and you have done your forecasts. So when the questions are coming, like how would you be able to meet, you are not hesitating, you are coming up with answers straight. Like, I've done this, I've looked in the marketplace, we've analyzed the marketplace, we've analyzed our competitors, we have this competitive advantage, and so by this time we have projected that we have projections that this is the amount of sale that we would have made based on our competitive advantage and our USP. Would have attracted this number of, and these are they now ask you, what about this threat, that threat? You say, okay, we have developed systems, or we are working on certain systems and structures that would help us to avoid the threat from having negative impact on our business. The guy is like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Your lender is solid, the confidence is solid. So by having your forecast, you can prove that you've considered almost every possible outcome. Then finally, you'll also be able to prove that your business is on track for growth and is worth investing in. One thing is for you to have an idea and have some very high level of hope that you'll be able to sell this quantity of product and make this amount of money. Then another thing is for you to be able to prove it. With your forecast, you sound more believable. Because for you to have forecasts, it means you've done some research. So by having your forecast, you will also be able to prove that your business is on track for growth and is worth investing in.